What is up, Buff Nation? Today we are going to be creating our perfect conference for the University of Colorado.
Ooh.
Shout out to Derrick White, who is now an NBA champion, and also Phil Steele's All-American teams.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Buff Nation!
Let's go.
Welcome in to the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. It's DNVR Buffs Prime Time, presented by Illegal Pete's. What's up?
Oh, shit. You just reminded me that I'm in a meeting after this, and the person who's hosting the meeting told me we were getting free Illegal Pete's, and I just had to text them my order.
So how do I get into this meeting?
How can you help us with Broncos training camp content?
I could send some ideas. What's up, chat?
Welcome back, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
You were missed yesterday, even though Andre put on a hell of a performance.
Man, I heard about it. I had to go check out the comments, of course, and that's all I saw. And then the clip appeared on Twitter, and it was more than I could have ever hoped for.
Yeah. We were talking about if we should clip that and put it on Twitter ourselves, and I was just like, there's a lot of profanity in there. Maybe we'll just let someone else clip that, and that's what happened.
Oh, it was an absolute gem.
It was a banger.
I just love that guy. Good Lord, man.
The best part is we had just had a 20-minute conversation about how it was just a completely fabricated report.
And then he just goes
and
off.
he just decided to be so mad about this imaginary thing.
He made such a great point, though, that I didn't even think about. It's like, you're being asked to go to, if this was real, you're being asked to go to a Lil Wayne concert.
The humanity.
Yeah. Oh, man, hilarious. Okay, today, let's start off with Phil Steele's All-American teams. He's starting to send out his, was it like college football preview magazine it is?
Sure.
Okay, sure. So that's going out. And along with that, his picks for All-American teams. How many Buffs do you think we've got on
Okay,
here?
well, how many All-American teams are
3.
there? So first, second, and third?
Yeah.
Okay. Both for all positions. Definitely 2.
Okay.
I'm going to say there's a 3rd in there.
That's it? You're just going 3?
Yeah.
There's 7.
Oh, respect season?
Maybe. Could be.
Wow. Well, if it was me, I would have gone a lot higher, but I just don't expect anyone on the national sphere to give us any respect.
Phil Steele has ranked the Buffs as like the 4th best receiving core in the country, too.
Okay, Phil Steele.
Yep.
Look at that.
No, I'm gonna buy this thing because it sounds like he's kind
I
of
might
in.
go
We're gonna
steal
break it
myself
down.
a copy.
We start with Shedeur Sanders, first, second, or third team. What do you think?
First, has to be.
Second team.
Okay, I'm out on Phil Steele. Quinn, or no, he has Carson Beck first.
Probably. I couldn't tell you.
Gross.
Travis Hunter,
First.
first team.
Okay. Corner.
Defense. Yep.
Yeah.
Shiloh.
Okay, so this is going to be my number 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they've got him third team.
Third team defense. Well done.
Okay.
Do you want to take a wild guess? So there's a total of 7.
Well, we know he's high on the receiver, so give me Will Sheppard.
No Will Sheppard.
Okay. Jimmy Horn?
No Jimmy Horn.
There's no way that this guy knows LeJontay Wester.
He knows ball, bro.
All right. Good for him.
He's got LeJontay Wester, first team special teams and second team offense.
All right.
This is the whole country, though. This isn't just the Big 12.
Yeah, that's legit. All right. I'm coming back around on Phil Steele.
You got 2 defenders and another special teamer. Who would you guess?
2 defenders and another special teamer. Mark Vassett.
Mark Vassett is 4th team special teams.
Mate.
So I guess there's 4 teams, but.
All right. And you said 2 more on defense?
2 more on defense. They play the same position.
Preston Hodge?
Nope.
Sammy Sachs?
Nope. Close, though.
Block Bully?
No.
Deon Hayes.
Deon Hayes is
Wow.
2nd team defense. And the other
Dang,
defender.
he's kind of calling his shot there.
Yeah,
I
the
like
other
that.
defender is
Also an edge player?
also an edge player.
BJ Green.
BJ Green.
Okay. Honestly, I'm shook. I feel like Phil Steele actually did his research on the Buffs.
He did.
And not only like did his research, but like kind of called his shot a little bit.
Yep. Deon Hayes is a big one.
Yeah, Deon Hayes is like, that's a big time. I'm putting my stamp on this guy.
Yep.
I respect it.
So there you go.
Shedeur should have been number 1, but
I agreed, but he's high enough right now to be satisfied.
also, did he say anything about like whether or not he would be willing to put Travis Hunter 1st team offense and defense?
I just got a graphic from CU, man. I don't know.
Because that's also important to me. If he's like, hey, I'm not putting one person 1st team on both sides, so I gave him defense. Because like, there's no way Travis isn't at least 3rd team on offense.
Right, yeah. No, I'll pick it up and we'll talk about it. I'll dig into it. I know that thing's kind of like an encyclopedia of basically what you should know before the season, so there should be some good stuff in there.
I haven't read something in years,
Same.
but maybe I'll read this. I like I said, I want to become a Big 12 guy this year, so
Okay.
maybe I'll read his preview on each team because I can tell you I definitely don't know enough about, Kansas State's defensive line.
It's coming. Bill Connolly of ESPN is doing his conference previews. He's going through the G5 right now, so I'd imagine in a few weeks we'll get a full Big 12 preview from him. We'll dig in some as well. So we'll do our homework. We'll cover all our bases.
You know what the last thing I read was?
What?
I just remembered it. There's a book. I wish I could remember the name of the guy who wrote it. Something with a K. It's called Take Your Eye Off the Ball.
Oh, yeah. I read. That's the last thing I think I read, too.
That's hilarious because we've never talked about that.
By the scout guy.
Yeah. It's basically just like a whole book about seeing football through the eyes of as an evaluator rather than as a fan.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
It is really good. I highly recommend it, actually.
Something with Paul something. I would recommend it for anyone who's trying to up their ball knowledge.
Pat Kerwin.
I was close. Paul with a K. It's not bad.
I think he was a scout or an executive for like the Jets or something. But yeah,
It's good stuff.
it is good stuff. All right, today we are making the perfect conference for CU.
All right.
So this involves the name of the conference. We're going to bring in 16 teams, a title game location, and we are going to crown a commissioner.
Okay.
Where do you want to start? Just go to the teams. Do you have any name ideas off the top of your head?
Well, I feel like we need to know who's, it's like you can't name the dog before you see what it looks like.
Okay.
So, although people do that with their kids all the time, I guess. Let's see what the conference looks like before we determine a name.
All right. First team is Colorado, obviously, so you have 15 choices.
Yes, the second team is Nebraska.
Nebraska, of course.
Welcome to the conference.
Welcome.
Let's just get this part out of the way. Colorado State will not be invited.
Not at all.
We need a conference of legitimate football programs so we can be respected.
Yes, look, it's all about prestige in this conference.
Yes, exactly, and they have none.
No.
We hate Nebraska with a passion, but we also do understand and respect their history and what they bring to the conference.
Yeah, the rivalry
as
aspect.
well as the rivalry.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, welcome to the conference, Nebraska. Let's see. I'm trying to think who else. You want to nominate someone here?
If we're going Completely our creation.
Bless you.
I will nominate Florida State.
Okay, that's going to be the next team that I said.
Okay.
So we've just now thrown out that we don't care about the regionality of this conference.
Does anyone care about the regionality of any conference anymore?
I mean, I do care that Stanford is in the ACC. Like, that truly bothers me.
Would you rather them be in the Big 12 then?
No. I would rather them die in obscurity like Oregon State and Cal.
Also, I should say, the reason I thought of this, first off, someone told me we should do
Or
this
is
at
it
some
Oregon
point.
State and Washington State?
Yes.
Cal's also in the ACC.
Yes.
God dang
But
it.
also, about a year ago, can you remember what we were talking about with realignment?
No.
The Pac-12 was still intact.
Oh, we were talking about who to add to it?
They were trying to save it. Do you remember what was going on at this point last year?
No.
We were trying to figure out if SDSU is actually going to be in the Pac-12 or not.
Oh, right. But they were going to like have to pay $20 million
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, remember the whole dispute with them leaving the Mountain West, and we didn't know if they were in the Mountain West or not. They were, in this limbo.
All right. So I'm going to allow Florida State because I'm going to say that. Let me make sure I don't speak out of turn here. Oh, I do want Arizona State in there.
I mean, we're in a conference with
I was just going to
UCF.
say that Colorado could be the westernmost team in the conference. But
Okay.
let me just think of teams to the west of us. I don't care about anyone in California. I'm good on Oregon.
You're going to have to fight the chat with that one.
I know they want Oregon, but we're not having a team in Oregon and Florida in the same conference. I'm
Okay.
sorry. So got to choose.
We got rules here.
I think I love Tempe. I just love it.
ASU, throwing them a bone, huh? Saving them again.
Yep, saving them again. But Arizona can just blow away into the dust.
Yeah, no one cares about them.
Yep. So ASU, welcome to the conference. Florida State, welcome to the conference.
Yes. Joining Nebraska and Colorado.
I like having ASU and FSU. I feel like they have similar like party vibes.
Oh, definitely. So how about like Texas or OU?
Man, I respect and understand their value.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the Big 12 with Texas just sucks.
Yeah, because it's their show.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just don't know if they're invited to this one. I don't mind Oklahoma, though.
Are we splitting up the Red River rivalry?
Yeah, give me both Oklahoma schools.
Okay. Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Welcome to the currently unnamed conference.
By the way, I reserve the right to go back on this later.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I wouldn't have added ASU that early if they didn't come up in the whole East-West thing.
I mean,
they might not survive.
If you want, we can just do divisions too.
We'll get divisions later.
Okay.
All right, who else you got? What
That
about
brings
Michigan?
us to 6.
You want your boys in?
Are we going that far north? There is a historical kind of link between CU and Michigan.
Yeah, I like that.
Are we going all the way up there, though?
Yeah, bring them in.
Michigan, welcome in. So we are up to 7 teams.
Are we bringing Michigan State? Because my first thought is no.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's think more about historical rivalries for the University of Colorado.
Okay.
And this team has been cheating the system for far too long. Now that I'm in control, they're joining a conference. Welcome to the conference, Notre Dame.
Ooh, interesting. Why Notre Dame?
Back-to-back Orange Bowls against the Buffs.
Okay.
I hate that they're not in a conference. That bothers me. So since I'm playing Puppet Master here, they're no longer allowed to be independent.
Okay, fair enough. Any more Big 12 or original Big 8 teams like Kansas State? How are we feeling?
I do love Lawrence, but their basketball program pisses me off when I'm in the same conference with them, and their football program is historically irrelevant, so it's going to be a no for me.
Okay.
No one in the world cares about Kansas State, so we're out on them too.
Okay.
Missouri brought up as an interesting one. I think I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't think I'm taking any SEC teams. Those teams just belong in the SEC.
Who would you even
although
take?
I guess we did take Oklahoma, which doesn't really count.
So then
yet.
what about Texas A&M? That would be a location, though.
Too culty.
True. Very weird.
Yeah, creepy. Their entire just like vibe gives me the ick. So I'm out on Texas A&M. Anyone else in the Big Ten that we want to involve? Like, I don't think we want. I hate to break up this rivalry, but like, it's not my rivalry, so I don't really care. But I don't think we want Ohio State.
No, of course not. We have standards here. Think about it. Let's take a break then.
Iowa.
That's going to be the one I was going to say.
I want Iowa.
Why?
I don't know. First of all,
You want to win a game 7-3?
I just like their fans. We both hate Nebraska.
Yeah.
I bet on their team a lot.
Okay.
I feel like they're really predictable. And yeah, I don't know. Mostly it's just a fan base thing for me. Iowa fans are chill.
All right.
All right, hit a break.
Shout out to our friends over at Vestibule. A cool new app that allows you to invest in athletes and earn alongside them. You can download it now. We'll have the QR code up there on the screen. The first athlete they've launched with is the Denver Broncos outside linebacker Baron Browning, coming into a big contract year. Even if he doesn't re-sign in Denver, you could potentially make money off of his earnings as well if you invest in his IPO over at Vestibule. It's live right now. Shares are available for purchase, but they are limited. Go download the Vestibule app now and invest and make yourself some money alongside Baron Browning, who is also a Buckeye, former Buckeye.
What does Oregon and Iowa have in common? Anyways, shout out to Bet365, who paid me handsomely this last weekend as Bryson DeChambeau took home the U.S. Open. It's kind of a dry time for betting, but betting on golf to me is so much fun.
We've got 3 F1 races the next 3 weekends, bro. Are you hyped?
Not even the slightest. But we also have UFC. I feel like UFC turns up this time of year. That's also so much more electric if you bet on it. If you ever want to get your heart rate going, bet a fight to go the distance.
Yeah.
And then you're just rooting actually against both fighters.
Right.
And like when someone gets like, you know, in position to just lay a whooping, you're just like, no. Like the clock's ticking down. You're like, just survive the round. It's electric. So get over to Bet365. Use the code DNVR365 to sign up. Deposit $10 to unlock the bet and get offer. To place a bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. Of course, you must be 21 plus and located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, so creating the ideal conference for CU, we are up to 9 teams. Colorado, Nebraska, Florida State, ASU, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Michigan, Notre Dame, and you just added Iowa. Are we going to keep on stacking the heavyweights here? Because this conference already is pretty strong.
Yeah, well, we need to, right?
Okay.
Because we're trying to survive in this era of college football.
Yes.
I still don't understand why someone said, how could you want Iowa and not Oregon? I just don't understand what the relation is between them.
The fans just want Oregon.
We just can't have Oregon and Florida State. So we have to choose one or the other. Are we going
that's fair by
to the
me.
West Coast or are we going to the East Coast?
So how about like to get Dallas, SMU or TCU? We could save SMU out of the ACC.
I don't care at all
No
about
interest.
SMU.
Okay.
I kind of like TCU. We don't have anyone in Texas yet.
No.
So let's bring in TCU. I loved Fort Worth.
Yeah.
We're 1-0 against them in the last 1 year.
Yep.
I don't know anything else about the series. But their fans were kind of annoying, which I didn't love. But I think it's because they were such heavy favorites that they were just like smug as hell.
They were coming off a natty appearance and stuff. Like, yeah.
But I enjoyed the town, and their stadium was nice too. So
It was.
TCU, welcome to the conference.
Welcome in, TCU.
Do we want anyone else in Texas?
So you said no to A&M. We do have Texas, though.
We don't.
We don't have Texas. We have OU. Sorry. Who else? I mean, you feeling like UTEP?
No.
I don't know who else then.
Texas Tech.
What do you think about Texas Tech?
Texas Tech just feels so...
Baylor?
Definitely not Baylor. They can blow into the same desert with Arizona.
Houston?
I do like Houston. I don't know. We'll come back to Texas if we have room later.
I've got one. How about Georgia Tech?
Yes. More historical relevance with the Buffs.
Yep.
You get the Atlanta market.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Hell yeah.
Good poll. Good poll.
Thank you. Thank you. So we are now at 11. 11 out of 16. We've got 5 more teams to add. What do you think? Heavyweights or just like regional? Like where are you looking right now?
We need some more cool programs that are good.
Cool programs that are good. Mississippi, Ole Miss.
I don't think we can pull out of the SEC. It just feels wrong.
How about
like we're basically creating the conference that's here to compete with the SEC.
Okay. Louisville? Clemson?
Clemson stuck out to me as one. Yeah, I like having Clemson.
Welcome in, Clemson. That is now 12. 4 left.
All right, we have 4 spots here. Let's just map out our region.
Okay. So eastern side of the country, we've got Clemson, Georgia Tech, Florida State, and then kind of moving more central, you got TCU in Texas, you got Iowa, you got
we
Notre
don't have
Dame.
Texas.
I'm sorry, OU, Notre Dame. Did I say TCU yet? That's what I meant for Texas.
Okay.
Oklahoma State as well, Michigan, and Nebraska, and then I guess Colorado if you count them too.
Okay.
And then ASU.
So we could use one more in the east/south. Do we want to bring UCF along for the ride?
I don't know. Do you have any intense feelings about saving UCF here again?
No, I don't. North Carolina, fun program.
UNC, okay.
Bring us some basketball prestige to the conference.
So looks like you're talking a little ACC here. Maybe Virginia Tech,
Miami brought up.
Miami.
That'd be fun. NC State, North Carolina, the U.
Yeah, like Virginia, Wake Forest.
No. Virginia Tech, I like.
VT.
West Virginia.
West Virginia, we could bring them along. Go to Morgantown still. I don't know, like Memphis. Like that's a solid team. What else do we have?
Someone said RK is plotting to bring Syracuse. Northeast, my least favorite part of the country. Sorry to anyone that lives there.
Dang, rip. Who else do we got? I mean, with SEC out, that's pretty much your options. What about James Madison?
No. Okay, I'm down to North Carolina, West Virginia, or Miami to finish out our Eastern pod.
I do like Miami. I like the thought of that a lot.
All right, more Florida roots for Coach Prime. I like this.
What was some of the other ones you just said?
West Virginia, North Carolina.
I do like West Virginia also.
Now I feel like we're becoming unbalanced.
It's a bit more north.
Yeah. Someone brought up Vanderbilt just to have Nashville as an option, which is kind of sick, but irrelevant.
Arkansas, that's SEC. Virginia, I don't think that does anything.
All right, let's just move back a little bit. We have Nebraska, Michigan, Notre Dame in that kind of pod there.
Right.
Colorado and Arizona State. Again, Arizona State on the bubble here. I don't know if we're keeping them. So you could end up you could take out Arizona State, and then the pod is Colorado, Nebraska, Michigan, Notre Dame.
Okay.
So then you're kind of moving Colorado like up into that
like central,
north central area.
Uh-huh.
And then you would have the Oklahoma, TCU. Who else is down in that area?
Oklahoma State.
So we kind of need one more in that area.
So Texas-ish?
Yes. Texas.
Tulane?
Do love some New Orleans.
Yeah. It's a good football team, too. I mean, we're pretty stacked
That's
already.
also very close, though, to Georgia Tech.
So we already have 2 Florida
I guess you could
schools.
put Arizona State into that group.
Make them travel across the conference?
No, I'm just saying they have Arizona State, Oklahoma,
Oh, I see.
and TCU as their little pod.
There you go.
So now what are we up to? 12 teams?
Yes. I think we're actually at more. I think we're at 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Who have we not potted yet?
I'll read the list again. Colorado, Nebraska, Florida State, ASU, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Iowa, TCU.
Oh, Iowa. We didn't put Iowa.
Georgia Tech, Clemson, Miami.
Okay. Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, Michigan, Notre Dame. We have 5 there. We might have to lose one of those or add or move one of them to a different part.
Okay. So I have to add 3 more teams as well.
UTSA, UCLA. No, I'm done with the West Coast.
What about UNLV?
Thought about that. It's
bring in
just too
Vegas.
selfish. It's too selfish. We're just bringing that in for Vegas. They bring no other value.
I mean, that's still bringing value. We still have to pick a championship game site, remember?
Well, that's going to be in Vegas.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's a championship game site.
That's how we bring Vegas into the mix. Honestly, it'd be fine with rotating it to some of the good places that we have here.
Okay.
Like, you could do it in Florida one year. You could do it in Atlanta.
So Kansas, we're out on. You could have a Kansas, Iowa-ish pod.
I think we should bring someone up near Michigan, Notre Dame, Iowa.
Some action. That's what I'm hearing from you right now.
And then we can pod them off.
Or Big Ten. Indiana, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, I'm in.
Wisconsin's in. Welcome in.
Madison, elite college town. Fun fan base. Good tradition.
We're at 14. We need 2 more.
What's the coolest program to you that like we don't talk about a lot?
Oh, man. I think UCF's pretty cool, honestly.
You're just getting confused by the black and gold.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
I've always had a soft spot for like Clemson.
We didn't add Clemson, did we?
No. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we have Clemson in
Okay,
here.
we do have Clemson.
I like UAB because they have a dragon as their mascot.
Yeah, that's legit. Little Alabama influence never hurt anyone.
Cincinnati, do we care about Cincinnati?
100% out on Cincinnati.
100% out. Sorry, Alyssa.
I think North Carolina is a cool program.
Yeah?
And I also like West Virginia.
I like West Virginia a lot.
All right, let's bring West Virginia into the fold.
Welcome in, West Virginia.
We have one more spot.
The final spot. This is pretty loaded already. Do
I
we
know.
bring in the SEC's got Vanderbilt? You know, the Big Ten's got Nebraska. Everyone's got a punching bag, right? Do we bring in our punching bag? We do have Nebraska.
We
though.
have Nebraska for that.
But everyone's punching bag.
Purdue has been discussed. Penn State, again, too far north. UCF, it's a lot of Florida. I don't mind the idea of Vanderbilt just because I love Nashville.
You'd be breaking your SEC rule.
I know. But the SEC doesn't care about that one. We would actually be doing them a favor.
Yeah, we would be doing them a favor.
And we'd be doing Vanderbilt a favor.
I don't know, bringing the troops, Army?
But then it's like, now you have 3 black and gold teams in one conference. Or no, we didn't bring in UCF. All right.
We do not have UCF.
Boise State, interesting one. I don't think so. I feel like I'm forgetting someone that I like. It's gonna hit me later and be like, damn, why don't we bring them in?
Do you have any feelings about Liberty?
No. I mean, yes, but
That's
no.
a Virginia team. Do we just bring in Oregon to appease the fans?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not doing the Northeast, the Northwest, and the Southeast in the same conference.
I mean, it'd just be Oregon. It's their problem.
Like you're saying, it would punish them the most.
Yeah, it's their problem.
Now we're talking. Someone said Hawaii. A bunch of people said Hawaii. That would be an absolute mess. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Hawaii would fly the other way to get to Florida.
Yes. Do you want to take a break while you think about it?
Sure.
Shout out to our friends over at Coors Light. It was a big Coors Light weekend for me. I don't know about you.
Absolutely.
Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Also, shout out to Uncle Neely. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Unc.
Crack
Have yourself
Coors
a Coors Light.
Yeah.
And a 6-day-old Ralphie.
Well, you already know that's a guarantee.
I've been aging it for him for 6 days just to deliver it today.
Wow. What a friend you are. Come down to the DNVR bar, hang out with us. We've got Coors Light on tap. We got the silver bullets, the little stubby bottles for the banquet beer also. But it's just the best beer for chilling this summer. Make the most out of times you choose to chill and choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
I'm going to need you to get the next one, too, because I'm doing research.
And also shout out to our wonderful friends over at Illegal Pete's, the GOATs. Man, I think I said this last time I went out of town and I came back. You just look forward to the Illegal Pete's every time you come back to Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible not to. Go have a Coors Light on an Illegal Pete's patio. They got margaritas. They got a full bar, actually. And then some of the most delicious food out here. Arcade's a big reverse nachos guy. I'm either between a burrito or a bowl, but they got tons of stuff. Fish tacos, nachos, quesadillas, everything. Illegal Pete's the GOAT. And it's your spot for burritos, buddies, and beers. We love you, Illegal Pete's.
All right, I'm looking through the list of best college towns, and the list that I'm on currently has Boulder as number 1, so we know it's reputable.
Excellent.
Number 7, Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
All right, so NC's in.
It's the top candidate right now.
We're splitting up NC and Duke.
We've split up a lot of rivalries.
Yeah, we have.
It's all right. They can play in the non-conference. It's actually mandated in our conference. You have to play your historical rival in the first 3 games of the season. Because
I love these
it's
rules.
based on Colorado. You know, like we always play Colorado State. Everyone else should have to play theirs. Champaign, Illinois. No way.
No, we've got the full 16.
All right, I'm just making sure we're not missing anyone here.
Okay.
Lexington. Oh, it's SEC.
Clemson's already in.
College Station. All right, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with Chapel Hill.
All right, here's what we got. Colorado, Nebraska, Florida State, ASU, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Iowa, TCU, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Miami, Wisconsin, West Virginia, and North Carolina.
It's actually electric. Someone did just mention Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
That would be sick.
ECU, the Pirates?
No.
No?
I think we're going to stick with what we have, but I reserve the right to have a change of heart later. Memphis is so good. Like, do we have enough good food in our conference?
Well, we do have TCU.
Yep.
We've got Atlanta.
Yep, true.
I don't know. Is Miami known for good food? No.
I don't necessarily think so.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't know really about Clemson. South Carolina.
Might have been worth adding Kansas just to get Kansas City barbecue in there. That's all right. we're sticking with what we got.
Okay. Do we want to? We won't split them up right now, but do we want to name the divisions?
No.
Okay.
It's
Division
just
1 and
regional.
Division 2?
It's just regional.
Okay. Title game location, Vegas. You said you wanted to make it rotating, though. Where else are we rotating to?
So, I'm cool with Atlanta.
Jerry World?
Sure.
Okay.
But it's like 1 out of every 4 rotates.
Okay.
3 are in Vegas.
Okay. So Vegas, Atlanta, are we even going to add in a third?
Yeah, we can have Dallas in there. And then, what's the best stadium in Florida?
I guess just the Dolphin Stadium. I don't know what else you'd pick. Swamp?
Reef said y'all could have added Northwestern Illinois for Chicago, but picked Iowa because Iowa's a real football team.
Yeah, Northwestern would be the punching bag.
Yeah. And I was trying to, keep the academics pretty level, although we did bring in Notre Dame and Michigan.
Yeah.
I guess I was just wrong about that.
We did not add Tulane.
Could have added
Do you
Tulane.
regret that?
Part of me, yeah. Their food is incredible in New Orleans. Just a great city overall.
We got to name this puppy. What are we naming this conference?
Oh, yeah. Tampa, you could do once in a while.
Right, yeah, for sure.
This conference is known as the Big All-State Conference.
I was going to throw out the Illegal Pete's Conference.
The
but that
All-City
works.
Conference.
All-City Conference.
It's kind of sick.
Beautiful. So we're
Although
opening
it's-
up locations in all
We
the
also
cities.
excluded multiple All-City teams from the conference.
Screw them.
The Mayhem Conference, presented by Allstate.
The All-City Mayhem Conference?
The Chaos Conference.
Oh, there it is. The All-City Chaos Conference. The ACCC.
All-City Chaos Conference. The ACCC. Yeah, I like
All
it.
right.
Even though All-City, one word, all caps.
Yes. Who's our fearless leader? Who's the commissioner? Do you want to nominate yourself?
Oh, I would happily. Wait, is that a cool job? What does a commissioner even do?
Well, the Pac-12 one, that was not a fun job.
Nothing was what he did.
Commissioner Yormark seems like he's having a good time, though. He's having fun.
That's true. I do feel like the commissioner of a conference plays a lot of golf.
Probably. A lot of big conversations on the greens, yeah.
Yeah. Like, once you have a TV contract, what do? You travel around the games?
Yeah. Meet with presidents, I guess. Discuss finances.
Yeah, like have like big meetings about changing the rules and type things like that.
Yeah. Try and find sponsors, I guess.
This sounds really easy. I'm in if you guys want me.
Let us know in the comments if you want RK to be the ACCC conference commissioner.
ACCCCCC. Who else would be a good commissioner? We can't nominate Coach Prime because he's busy. We don't want to nominate Rick George because we would lose Rick George.
Yes.
Um.
How about like Joel Klatt?
Wow, great idea. Maybe a little too fiery.
Okay.
How about Chris Fowler?
The voice of reason.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually love that. I'm willing to step down from my role as commissioner to hand it off to Chris Fowler.
Room Charger says Cameron Dempsey. Did she just get promoted?
Camden Dempsey.
Or Camden Dempsey, sorry.
He is busy.
Just on the team still?
Yeah. But that's a good idea as well. Charlie Offerdahl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in on Chris Fowler.
Tom Brady in the chat. Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg running the
That
show?
would actually be so sick.
He would definitely change the name of the conference.
He knows ball, dude.
He does know ball. All right, so we're landing on... Who was it? Or Chris Fowler, that's who it was.
If I was the commissioner, I would be like the commissioner of the Hunger Games.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that? Familiar with
the first one, a
You know-
long time ago.
You know how you just like when things are going too smoothly, you just like throw fireballs at them or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I would be doing. I would just like step it. Like, let's just say Florida State and Clemson are tied for the lead of the conference, but they're playing two other teams in the last week. I would just step in and be like, actually, you guys are playing each other.
Let's go. It's our conference. We make the rules.
Exactly. I would just change up everything. If Nebraska somehow in some wild world beat Colorado, I would just be like, you guys actually have to play them again next week.
It. Yeah. Vacated wins. Big topic right now.
Why? Oh, because of Les Miles.
Yeah.
That's actually wild.
That is insane, considering he went like 3-18 or whatever at Kansas.
Yeah, he went 3-19 at Kansas. Had he simply gone 4-18,
Yep.
he would have been eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame. Also, are we so lazy that we can't just determine if someone's a Hall of Famer or not based on their resume, not some win percentage?
I don't know. I like how the NFL does it, where they just vote guys in.
Yeah.
That's the way you should do it. And baseball is like 70%.
But it's not
blah, blah,
automatic,
blah.
right? Just getting to 600 win percentage makes you eligible.
I think so.
You got to understand that these guys a lot of them start at really small schools and have to work their way up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to like punish, I don't know, someone who had to take over a really crappy program and like build it up for multiple years.
I guess.
Just use your brains. Then determine who's a Hall of Famer.
You're asking a lot of these people these days.
TV deal. What's the ideal TV deal?
We are the first conference ever to stream all of our games on YouTube,
let's
for the
go.
biggest deal in conference negotiation history. Boom.
We actually don't even negotiate a deal. We just start a YouTube channel, and our numbies go so crazy that our YouTube creator slice of the pie
they actually
pays out all the schools more than anyone else.
They offer us stock after like 3 games. Okay, there it is.
It's not even on YouTube TV either. It's just straight
No, it's
on
just straight
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, youtube.com.
Yep.
Someone threw out Lil Wayne for conference
Commish.
commissioner.
Like that.
Between you, Chris Fowler, and Lil Wayne, do you think you could win that race?
No. But I think I could help them.
So you're in the front office at least.
I could be. Or how about this? Rick George takes over commissioner duties of the conference.
Uh-huh.
I become the athletic director of Colorado.
Excellent. There you go.
I feel like that's a win-win for everyone.
Yes, it is. Reefs has put the games on streaming.
That's our official partner is
That would be
Streamies.
hilarious.
We just give them the rights for free.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, good stuff. Shout out to Derrick White, an NBA champion, Colorado kid, and DNVR supporter.
Yeah, man. Derrick White is one of the good ones, as they say. I actually broke the news that Derrick White was coming to Colorado way back when, and it's just such a crazy story. This is a guy who was super undersized in high school, got no D1 offers, ended up going to D2 University of Colorado Springs. Growth spurt, started dominating down there. I think had a 50-point game at one point, and this is way before the transfer portal was a normal thing.
Yeah.
But gets the call and makes a decision to transfer to Colorado. And one thing about Tad Boyle is all of his practices are open. So I went to every practice back then. And as Derrick White's sitting out for a year, I'm telling anyone and everyone who will listen, like, the best player on this team has to sit out. And this is a team that had Josh Scott on it. I think Askia Booker was on that team. Like, they were talented. And I was like, Derrick White's the best player on the floor every single day. And it was such a bummer that he didn't get to play with Josh Scott because the two of them would have been incredible together. But I almost had felt like maybe I had overhyped him a little bit because I just would tell anyone who would listen, like, he's that good. And then he comes out. The season ended up being disappointing, the one season that he played at Colorado, but absolutely put his name on the map as a very, very legit player. Was a perfect guard for Tad Boyle, who loves a tall guard who can defend, and that's what his role is in the NBA. Like I've said before, put my stamp on him as whoever gets him in the NBA is going to be very happy they did. Goes to the Spurs, learns under Pop, climbs all the way up, goes to the Celtics and is now an NBA champion. Just someone who has absolutely worked for every single thing they have gotten in that game. And someone who quite literally leaves it all on the floor, including his teeth.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happier for him. Like you mentioned, he's supported us at DNVR. He was literally here for the TCU game. While we were at TCU, Derrick was here, wearing his Buffs gear, going crazy. He's been here for a couple Broncos games, reps the brand, out and about. So couldn't be happier for Derrick.
Shout out Derrick White, man. That's awesome. You guys talked about the Lil Wayne thing yesterday. And
yes. The mandatory concert.
Yes.
God forbid.
I don't even know what to say about this shit anymore, honestly.
Well, okay, so this was probably the best response yet I've seen from the team, which was just Bucky going around to all the players. He's like, "Did you go to the Lil Wayne concert?" Jimmy's like, "Nah." He's like,
"See ya."
He's like, "Oh, I guess you're off the team then." Coach Mo, he's like, "How many players did you have to discipline for not going to the concert?" But the most damning evidence was that even Coach Mo said, he's like, did anyone even know Shedeur was performing? He's like, no, we didn't even know until minutes before.
Yeah.
I said this yesterday. Again, I'm not going to name names, throw accusations around, but could you tell from the language that was used? Did you have an educated guess of who might have leaked that story? Or created that story, I should say?
For one, I did not actually read the article. I didn't want to read fake news, for one.
Okay.
Two, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Well, look, if you go to the Prime Tracker, DNVR.com.
Oh, we're getting investigative here.
I mean, if you just go to transfers outs, I updated this after the spring game. They're in bold, the transfers outs.
There's two of them, right?
There's some walk-ons and stuff.
Yeah, but between the concert and the portal closed on the 30th, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only a couple. And there's a couple I could rule out automatically. Like, I know this guy didn't say it. So of course. I mean, it's obvious.
It is pretty obvious. It's just hilarious now, though. What are we supposed to do even? Like, we come on this show, like...
Well, that's what I was saying yesterday. I was like, I would love to ignore this shit, but I almost feel a responsibility of like someone has to call out the bullshit.
Exactly. But it's like we come on here, we tell our truth of the program, which we think is pretty damn close to what's actually going on up there. Cover it that way. And I just think it's I don't even know what the word is. It ironic? Maybe just coincidental? But we literally have Corey Phillips on the show talking about how they have to recruit against these lies and explain a lot of them while this story's breaking.
I know.
So it's just insane to me, man. But it went crazy.
It did.
And I thought Barstool was Coach Prime's friend. That's wrong.
Well, I talked about this yesterday. It's just like everyone's protected from being able to take any responsibility for this type of stuff when someone else writes the story.
Sure.
So it's just like, oh, we're just going to repurpose this and then put it in our own way. And also, like, people, I have no idea whose name was on that regurgitation on Barstool.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, well, their job is just to get clicks. So this is easy clicks all day long.
Well, then the author of the story is someone who works for Athlon. They've got a Buffs dude. Wasn't that guy?
Silliness.
It's crazy. To Toyota Chat we go. What is up?
What is up?
Kevin Dorsey asks, who's better at wide receiver, Travis Hunter or Will Sheppard? My answer is Travis Hunter.
Yeah, it's Travis. Definitely. No disrespect to Will Sheppard. Travis Hunter's just a generational player.
Yep. Also, aren't we like...
And I hate the term generational player because I feel it's overused. This time, I'm actually using it correctly.
Speaking of Travis, tomorrow we are 1 month away from the drop of EA Sports College Football 2025.
Let's go.
I legit had a dream about us making content with
Hell
the
yeah.
game.
Hell yeah. I've been in a great content mood today, so if you want to run any ideas by me, I'll have some great counter ideas.
I mean, well, we can talk about our ideas for this show, but I've got like a capture card and stuff at home. I think I'm going to set it up and do like an online dynasty or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should both be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all sorts of ideas.
Hell yeah.
What do you need a capture card for?
To stream from console to PC, so it all goes through the PC.
Why not just stream? Oh, do you need that to go to YouTube? Is that what you're saying?
Well, YouTube or Twitch, but like
Twitch,
so
you can just do it straight off the.
I know,
console.
but you can. It's very like basic right off the I don't even know if you can add a camera recording off the or streaming off the
I
console.
think you can. You just like have one of the Connect.
Yeah, I
cameras.
ain't buying that, bro. I already got to buy an Xbox.
I think it costs like $10.
I got the stuff
All
already,
right,
though.
hey,
Got
do
the
your
stuff.
thing. Do your thing. Use your Streamlabs or whatever you're using.
I do have Streamlabs downloaded. Eric asked, thoughts on CU going back to the Big 12? I have mixed feelings. They're going to survive. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go to some new cities.
What are the mixed feelings? I'm curious, Eric. I have nothing but happy feelings. The only quote unquote mixed feeling I would have is I wish we were just going to the Big 10 or SEC because I already know that those lifeboats have motors and they're getting to shore.
The only mixed feeling I would have is just college football's changed a lot over the last year, and it's headed in we're going down a slippery slope, it feels like.
Yes, we are.
Buffs News Weekly says, excited to chat about breakout transfers today after the list that was just released. Who do y'all think is the biggest breakout transfer this fall?
What list was released?
I don't know.
Okay. Biggest breakout transfer. To me, that's a...
Such a wide open question. You got to throw
Well,
LeJonte out there.
How can you... What defines a breakout? Is it just who's going to be the best transfer?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Because, like, can BJ Green break out? Feels like he's already established himself. LeJonte Wester, he maybe qualifies for a breakout because he's going up a level.
Like, they're established, but they're not nationally established. Like, we know them because,
So are
especially...
there any transfers who aren't eligible to break out?
Like, let's say... I mean, damn. Because I think Will Sheppard could have a breakout season.
See, so I think in that case, everyone's eligible. To me, it would be LeJonte Wester.
Yeah. Jermaine with the question, did you all get a chance to watch Travis's speed training video? It was impressive. I did not get around to that one yet.
I did not either.
I was catching up on some well off last night.
I watched some well off, some Reach the People, some The Pregame Show, and then I started watching Bryson DeChambeau's YouTube videos, which are electric.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
He plays from the forward tees and invites like another golf YouTuber, and then they try to break 50 in a two-man scramble. It's really entertaining.
Okay.
Then he played a match where he could only use clubs with hickory shafts from like the 20s.
Yeah.
It was great.
Did you break any?
He didn't. He was very careful with them.
What else is the chat? Guys, I don't want to buy a cam for the Xbox. I have the stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand you can do it, but
Jake's been in the webcam business for a while.
Jesus. Oh man. That's it for today, I think.
All right. That was fun.
We'll have a player later this week. We need to do projected starters at some point too.
Yeah, we really, really, really do.
Yes. Maybe we go upstairs and talk about that.
All right. Well, I have a meeting, and I never put in my illegal pizza order, so I bet I'm not getting any.
Well,
I didn't get the text either. I was just on a call earlier. Anyways, Oregon is never invited to my conference.
Yep.
That's final. But we probably missed some good ones.
Do you feel a bond already growing for the ACCC?
Yeah, dude. The ACCC is electric.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys then. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.